Vicky,
What can I do for you?
What's new in the city?
Nothing much.
Is it true you hold fights here?
No bloody way. What we do here has nothing to do with fighting. Teeth fly in all directions. Bone...
And people do this voluntarily?
Not only voluntarily, but willingly. There's quite a nice heap of money in it. And there are other...
That sounds like something for me.
As you wish. But if Damian, Zavish or Goliath slice you into
You can't scare me. I'm in.
have it your way. I warned you. First, pay me the entry.
Here.
Well, let's see. A fight with Damian is first up for you. If he doesn't get you by force,
I can't wait.
Zavish is up second. When he fights, it's a joy. When he's sober, he's not worth a damn. If you want to fight with him...
And can't you get those drinks into him yourself? You run this.
I could, but Zavish has quite a tab here already. But I won't let him fight if he's sober. Do with that what you... The last one is Goliath, our champion.
Maybe I'll be the first.
I know Goliath, and I know what he's capable of. If you value your life... Well, and that's that. We hold the fights in the building next door. The lads will all... And one more thing. No giving up. You fight as long as you're standing, and if you lose...
Wonderful. Why did you start fighting?
I'm a pongy beggar with almost no teeth. What about...
The innkeeper said the fellas often break bones here. Aren't you scared of that?
That's a load of shit. Mole likes to exaggerate. Just because it happened a couple of times doesn't... Did he also tell you Goliath beat someone to death here?
No.
Don't worry. It was a long time ago.
Come and fight.
All right, then. But I have another proposal. Mole gets his share from the fees, but only the winner. So, what would you say to a wee bet?
You know, why not?
Mighty kind of you.
Kick his teeth out.
I feel quite hungry!
Two.
What are you trying to pull, you scoundrel?
Such a wanker, and he kicked...
What do you mean, wanker? Getting your ass kicked once wasn't enough?
Just you wait. Zavish will wipe that smirk up here. Take the money and get out of it.
Could you please explain why you only fight when you're in your cups?
That's easy. When I'm sober, I get eaten. The booze clears my head, and I can think only about how to...
Would you like to raise a cup with me?
Do I know you?
Of course. You don't remember me? We were drinking here together a few days ago. If I hadn't put a few coins up for you, Mole would have skinned you alive.
Ah, well... I don't remember anything about that, but it sounds like me. Here you go. My treat. But not a peep in front of Mole. He mustn't find out I have money. Or he...
Here's something to drink. Enjoy.
I was pretty damn thirsty. Bottoms up!
Another drink for your other leg.
You're a fella I don't meet every day. Glo-
A large beer for me.
Do you feel like another?
Not really.
Would you like something with a bit of a kick?
Not really.
Shall we fight?
Aye! But what do you say to a bet for...
Good idea. Here you are.
Sacre. Well, I trust you. If worse...
For the cross!
You're boring me. Try a little.
For the cross!
Curva! I'm wounded.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
I'm sorry.
Good fight.
Good, good. Or is that from the drink? Lord knows. You get the whole bet, and don't drink it up right away.
Tell me, how did you end up here? And what do you do here?
Chenyek pulled me out of the ditch and offered me it. Literally. I've been helping him with his the thing he's doing.
You say that like it doesn't matter to you one bit.
Chenyek matters to me. He's a great friend, and I believe what he's doing is right.
So you just do what he tells you?
Pretty much. And since I've been doing it,
Don't you have some plans and aims of your own?
when Chenyek gets what he wants. Until then, I'll be at his beck and call.
You don't seem to have many opinions of your own, do you?
What good would they do me? Everything Chenyek says makes sense, at least the parts I understand. So why come up with something of my own?
Tell me more about the guild.
Look, I'm not much of a talker. All I can tell you is that we're a good bunch of nice people. Poor, but kind.
It looks like Mole is pretty certain you're gonna win. Is it true no one's ever defeated you?
Oh, I reckon it's really true. But it wasn't for lack of them trying, you know.
Where'd you learn to fight like that?
My father gave me thrashings when I was little. He only stopped when I broke both his hands. Ever since then, no one's defeated me.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I'd like to learn some holds.
All right then. Well, see you.
I'd like to.
What is this about?
I hope you can tell me how.
I'll tell you some. Well, see who's come back. I'm the best one here.
I'm sorry.
Are you gawking at me? Don't hold things up. You'll just leave me out.
Much dust.
Shall we fight?
No problem. So, come and bet. You can't take any.
Well, why not? Here you go.
Now, say goodbye to your life.
For glory!
Fuck you! Hey! That's that. Ah, ha! Hey! That's that. You lousy bastard! I've been crushing men's bones for so long, and then this squirt comes along and... Fuck me!
It could have gone either way, though.
You better believe it. If you just dropped your guard for a moment, you'd be...
Well, luckily that didn't happen.
You should tell Mole about it. His head's gonna explode when he hears you. Maybe I'll inherit this place then.
How can I help you today, friend?
I won all the fights.
No fucking way! Goliath isn't the undefeated champion anymore? Who'd have reckoned?
It couldn't last forever.
Anyway, the reward is yours. Here you go. One for done and a fourth one, just for surviving.
Thanks.
By the way, if you haven't had enough fighting yet, go and look around the cemetery.
The cemetery? It's a bit late for fights there, isn't it?
If you meet who I'm talking about, you'll be glad if you don't end...
What's new in the city?
Nothing much. If you...
I think I heard about you in a fight club.
Really? About me? What did they tell you?
Well, first things first, I'm Henry, from Scallops.
František is my name.
They told me I'd find the strongest competitor here. If it's not you, then I must be looking for some ghost.
I know this place like the back of my hand, and I've never seen a... So I reckon you really are looking for me.
How does a city gravedigger like you become the best fighter in the area?
From necessity. The cemetery looks like a quiet place, but at night...
So I wasn't far from the truth with those ghosts.
I take good care of the cemetery, so the deceased rest in peace and wouldn't even think of... But I'm always chasing out drunkards and young couples who disturb the peace and quiet here. Mine and all those under the ground.
Do you still go and fight people just for fun once in a while?
I used to do it all the time. I went to the tavern after work and picked a fight with whoever... I've even spent a few nights under lock and key when I overdid it.
That sounds like quite a wild youth.
Water under the bridge. I've turned a new leaf. I'm even on the bailiff's good side nowadays.
I challenge you to a fight. Man to man.
Now, in broad daylight. Someone will see us and there'll be trouble. Come at night. It'll be quiet and no one will...
All right, then. I'll challenge you to a duel.
You're not listening to me, eh?
I'll challenge you to a duel.
Then you shall have it. But first, let's clear up some rules.
All right?
First of all, fight like a man. I'm not going to check. You stick your nose outside the cemetery wall. If you've had enough, feel free to give up. I won't hurt you intentionally.
Do you expect the same from me?
No. On principle, I fight as long as I can stand on my own 2 feet. And be so kind and try not to stomp around here too much. So those...
All right.
We'll go over there. There'll be more space. Ready?
For glory!
Ah!
Useless!
I feel quite hungry! There. That's that.
God's wound. Oh, I haven't got a beating like that since I buried my pa.
Don't be hard on yourself. You're no pushover either.
You'd better believe it. And my best years are long gone. Well, you beat me fair and square, I admit it. Perhaps God sent you to me as a sign I should take it easy in my old age.
Well, it's true someone sent me here. But it wasn't God.
But with a successor like you, I don't really mind. So you won't think I'm a monster. I'd like to give you something as a I don't have much, but I could teach you something. What do you say to that?
And what exactly can you do?
You mean what sort of skills can one pick up in a cemetery? Sometimes you've got to fix something up or replace it. And at night, nothing is sacred to those bastards.
I'd like to learn something new.
I can show you how to deal with small repairs. Or tell you how to sneak up on someone so quietly, they only know...
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm Henry, a new member of the guild.
I'm Rat. That's what they call me. My nimble fingers can deal with any lock. Me and Hog, we're the main workforce in the guild.
Tell me about yourself. Where did you come from? What are you doing here?
I'm doing what I've always done. I'm stealing. But now, I'm doing it for a higher purpose. Because I only
Have you ever thought about finding more honest work?
and let others rob me blind on my earnings. Thanks, friend. I think I'll stick with stealing.
What do you think of the guild?
If you want to talk, go to Chenyek. All I can tell you is that ever since the guild began, even suddenly, I don't feel so guilty. And a part of every haul goes to the poor. So
Isn't that just an excuse?
Not at all, friend. You can see the results with your own eyes. Most of the city is on our side.
Chenyek said you might have some work on the side for me.
Sure. You did a pretty good job last time. I'll give you that. So, I think you can be trusted.
So, do you have something?
You know the rules. If I tell you about it, you can't back out.
I know how it is. I'll do it.
Good. But there's a catch. It's not dangerous, it's just... not... You see, a certain mine owner recently kicked the bucket, and we need to bring him back. That Hanneman rot may have been a cunt, but he sure was rich. And above all, so, by law, the church, the city, and that Hungarian horse son Sigismund will all get a share.
And what do you want me to do?
Fortunately, Rot was vain enough to be buried in a tomb with his rings, and more importantly, his seal.
Ah, I understand. The guild could use the seal to conclude a few interesting binding contracts, eh?
Most astute. Exactly so. Bring me the seal, and whatever else you find on the way is yours. Corpses can always be difficult, so if you want any good luck charms...
Where is the dead mine owner's tomb?
Right in the Sedlet's graveyard in the underground ossuary. Just look for a freshly bricked hole in the wall. It might be marked with something.
What does the seal look like?
Nothing special. Just a bronze seal on a neck chain.
Good. Now I know everything.
So, break a leg, brother.
Good. Now I know everything.
So,
Tell me more about these thieves' charms.
one couldn't get by without them in our profession. You can usually buy them cheap from an executioner or knacker. Fingers, hair, veins, teeth, and fingernails. They're all good if you want to be lucky and not get caught.
Do you have one of those thieves' charms for good luck?
Naturally, tried and true. Yours for a few groschen.
Fine. I'll buy it.
No, that's just not enough. God be with you, sir.
Do you have one of the...
Naturally.
Fine. No, only because it's you.
More. By all means. Here it is. May it serve you well. God bless you. Sir?
Excuse me.
Aye. Lots of people.
Fresh plaster, cross on the wall. That'll be it. Damn, the seal isn't here. Somebody got here before me. I'll have to go pay a visit to the local gravedigger.
Good morning.
I'm interested in that recent funeral of the rich mine owner, Hanneman Ross.
Yeah. And
What's it got to do with me? He's dead.
And you don't know anything about the looting of the tomb?
God, no, nothing. He's dead, buried, and the work is paid for. I don't...
Fine. We'll let it be, Gravedigger. I want to ask you about that tomb.
God, again?
Fine.
Take care.
Damn. Charms from the dead. What is that gravedigger up to? But there's no seal here.
Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table?
Be careful.
Good afternoon, sir.
I found the seal of the dead mine owner, Rot. Here it is.
Very good, brother. Very good.
No, nothing out of the ordinary happened. It's just that ossuary is such a creepy place. At any rate, the gravedigger now has a good reason to brick up the tomb again.
See how my charm protected you. Things could have also taken...
What will you do with the seal now?
I'll put it to good use, of course. But that's my concern. The guild thanks you. Now that cunt Sigismund and his councillors won't get a single...
I'm glad to hear that.
If you're interested in some more work, or would like to learn something, you know...
I'd like to learn something.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to practice my shooting.
All right, but it...
Are we going to have gruel again tonight?
Aye, of course.
I've got some good luck charms for sale here.
Damn. Where did you get all that?
I thought you might be interested.
Do you have more of them?
No, just this one. So, do you want it?
And the price?
I'll be right with you. What kind of pig will sit
What would you say to this?
You really won't convince... Good. Thanks, brother. You've made a good deal.
Innkeeper,
What a day.
what's taking so long? What's the hold up, innkeeper?
Do you have any more work on the side for me?
Good thing you asked, brother. I've got a hot tip that could be worth your while, but you know how it goes.
By all means, continue. I'll do it.
There's a German innkeeper by the name of Bakervetz. That cunt backs Sigismund and is thick as thieves.
I don't know him or the tavern.
Word has it, he didn't come by that tavern in the most honourable of ways. They say he got the coin for it by stealing with a pack. And not just that, they say the rest of his stolen treasure is...
Interesting. But a little sketchy.
Sketchy or not, makes no difference. We can't risk Bakervetz cutting a... Get into the cellar and steal everything you can get your hands on. Just to let... Go ahead and sell the items, so you get something out of it. This time we don't...
Very well. I'll pay a little visit to Bakervetz.
If you don't know where to dump the stuff, I know a place. Innkeeper Helga in Zurich knows a trafficker. Go and talk to her to make arrangements. The password is big...
Where is that tavern?
Not the tavern, the cellar beneath it. It's in the Italian quarter by the big...
What exactly should I search for in that cellar?
I don't know. A hiding place or locked chests? Anything?
Where should I ask about the trafficker?
At my friend Helga's. She runs Zur Eiche Tavern in Old Kutner.
Fine.
I'm a bit peckish.
I'm off. I forgot the secret password for Helga.
You shouldn't get so hammered. Better to order a big-eyed monkey.
Show me your wares.
Certainly. Have no fear.
Damn. Maps of hiding places. Bakervetz really was involved in some shady business.
Oh, aye. We didn't have such dice when I was young. We shaped them out of clay and played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them.
God, a wedding dress. And with old dried bloodstains. Could it be some secret murder? A damaged statuette of St. Mary Magdalene. Certainly stolen. The question is, why did Bakovets keep it?
Be careful. It's not safe here. You said that already. But why?
My lord, you were just a fucker, huh?
Was brauchst du, Fremder? How can I help you?
What did you do before you opened the tavern?
Was? I was a freelance.
I heard you had a wife.
Mein Frau. God, and where'd you hear this?
Perhaps nobody's even supposed to know about that murder, eh?
Leave meine Frau out of this. If I hadn't loved her, du Schwein. Everybody's eating dirt now, and my brother...
How did you get your tavern?
It's a long story, but it wasn't cheap. Believe me.
Exactly. I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to make that much money, honestly, in my entire life.
When a man has a dream, he must make it come true by all means available. But remember, nothing is free. Not even...
Good name for a tavern. Do you buy indulgences?
Natürlich. Warum auch nicht? Nobody's...
There have been a few saints here. Like Mary Magdalene, right?
Ganz recht. Sie ist meine Schutzheilige. She stood by me through thick and thin. Well, we all started out somehow. I remember days when I would have killed for...
You killed for money, didn't you?
Was? Ich glaube, du spinnst wohl. Get out of here before I have...
You killed your wife and robbed merchants.
Du armes Schwein, hast doch einen Klatscher. Get out, loud. Was ist los? What do you want, you scoundrel?
What's new around here?
Nicht viel. If you need Geschäft.
What do you have for sale?
I hope you find what you're looking for next.
Here you go. Take it. Quick! Quick!
Why?
Ja! 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 Whoa!
My respects. Was möchtest du, mein Freund?
What's new around here?
Da du fragst. One night a carter came, white as a ghost. His eyes, pfui, pfui, pfui. When he was getting off the cart, he fell.
He died?
Nein, nein, lebt. Lebt. He's still alive. They gave the... But it is still bad with him. Sehr übel. Wie geht's, mein Herr?
What's new around here? I have some hot goods for you.
Was?
Rat sent me to you.
I don't buy any rodents. Wouldn't you rather have something to drink?
I'll have a big-eyed monkey.
Verstehe. And who are you looking for, mein Freund?
I had a chance to get to know innkeeper Bakovets a little better. He had a few interesting items hidden in the cellar.
A few rags and a piece of rusty scrap metal. And Red told you I know where to sell this stuff.
She just told me the password. Nothing about the middleman.
Na prächtig. That is the agreement. But this junk is worthless.
Bakovets has influential friends among the Kutenberg councillors. The guild will do well to have some dirt on him.
Gut, you have recht. But if I don't like it, we're done. Gut, abgemacht. Here's the money. Stop by once you have something better for sale, mein Freund.
I'll have a look at your wares. I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
Looking for something?
Good day to you.
You said you have some more work for me. What is it?
Well, you might have noticed there's some houses in Kutenberg with peculiar...
What symbols?
kind of little markings you'd easily miss if you don't know about them. But
what are they for?
Before we was here, before the guild, even before Sigismund turned up, they didn't have a name, and they wasn't aiming at a greater cause like us. They was mostly thieves, but it was hard to get the drop on them. On account...
And they used these symbols?
They thought them up.
And what were they for, these symbols?
It was a way of marking houses. One of the crew drew a symbol to send a message.
Smart idea. But what's it got to do with me?
Being able to use them symbols would come in plenty handy for us. Think of all... We tracked down one of the old gang recently. His name's Hinek, but he used to call himself Grease. He was a bit of a know-it-all and made fun of everything. I sent Hogg to find out the meaning of the symbols from him, but I'd rather someone else kept...
Where can I find this Hinek Greaser fella?
I'm glad you're up for it. His house is on the edge of the check quarter, near the gate. Farewell.
I don't have anything for you yet.
All right. Come back when you do.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Henry, come over.
One beer.
Hey,
beer after...
Henry, come over here.
Chenyak wants me to do something.
What does he want this time? That idiot would be better off finding himself a woman instead of thinking up. Let me guess. It's something real important that'll help us in our noble cause.
I'm supposed to keep an eye on Hogg, who went to find out the meaning of the old thieves' symbols around Kutenberg.
And what do you think about it? Are you gonna help him?
What do you think about it?
I think it's a great opportunity for both of us.
You think so?
Look here, friend. If you find out something about them symbols, tell me. And I mean only me. They ain't just any old symbols. They're thieves' symbols, see? Help me out, and you won't regret.
I'll have to think about it.
Don't wear your brain out. There ain't nothing to think over. When you find out more about them symbols, you know what... Farewell. Are we gonna have gruel again tonight?
I don't think so.
You have a kind master, eh, Matt? That thing with your arm.
Stop! Halt! Who's there? Oh, just you. Corvo, you
God
really
damn it,
startled
Hulk!
me
What have you
there.
done? We won't get
You've
anything
gotta
out of
help
him
me.
now. What the fuck happened here?
Well, he had a fall.
He fell. He looked more like he got the shit beaten out of him.
Oh, look, he started it.
I think it'd be better if you told me the truth.
Well, Chenyek sent me to go and ask about them symbols. You know, polite like.
And what happened next?
He was laughing in my face, giving me all sorts of riddles. So, only he caught another one from the table on the way down, and...
Chenyek had a hunch this might happen. Did you find out anything about the symbols, at least, before... this?
When I start seeing red...
Do you remember anything, at least? Anything?
Well, he talked to me in riddles. So I tell him I ain't no...
And then?
When he saw the smoke coming out of my ears, he said he'd show me some important part, but that annoyed me even more. Do I look like a fuck?
Was there something written on it?
Well, how should I know? I gave him a slap, and that... Take a look at it yourself. I reckon you got a bet. I'm sorry. Doggy. Good boy.
This key's pretty rusty. Can't have been used for quite a while.
So, did you read it?
Yes, but unfortunately for you, it's another riddle.
Oh, Prudella!
Something about a vineyard and running water. I can't make much sense of it.
The bastard! He's fucking with us even from beyond the grave!
Well, it's our only lead to find out anything about the symbols.
Oh, I don't have the noggin for this shit, Henry. Chenyek has the quickest. If you can't crack it, you can ask him. But please, don't tell him nothing about... Best get going, Henry. I'll take care of him.
Lord be with you.
Hinek gave Hogg a peculiar riddle. We can't quite figure it out.
Old Greaser was known for those. Tell me that.
A vineyard in the town. Strange, but who knows? And yet there it is, quite nearby, by the water that gushes. Now listen and try to keep your eyes open so that you can tell. Shortly after the midday bell, you'll find us where the shadow goes.
Sounds pretty mixed up to me. A vineyard. I only know the one outside of town, but Riddle mentions one inside of it. And the part with the water might be a well? Or maybe a fountain?
Well, thanks. I'll see what I can do.
Greetings to you. How can I help?
I could use some help with the riddle about the symbols.
If it's one of old Grease's riddles, don't even start. They always give me a pain in the noggin. See you later, my friend.
I'll be right with you.
Careful.
I talked to Knuckles about the symbols.
Let me guess. He wants to use them to get rich.
Well, yes, actually.
That's Knuckles for you. But I think he'll eventually understand it's better to think of the bigger picture than just himself. Nevertheless, until you find something out about the symbols, come and see me directly.
Still not know? Poor thing. It's hurtful to be so sick. The same woman visits her old man every day and she still hasn't quit. And the way they talk to each other. Look at this nice
I'm as
bottle
hungry as a
here,
wolf.
She says, doesn't it smell nice? I can't say no to that. And you just have to taste mine. Having it off even a deaf blind could tell. We should tell her. Why? Let her figure it out
Fountain?
herself.
Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Was möchtest du, mein Herr?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Wie schade, mein Herr.
I'm sorry.
Strange. I heard something.
Burgundy and Tuscany. The best wine comes from Czech soil. Best of luck.
Nobody's opened this door in ages. It's pretty musty in here. This is no regular cellar. This must be it.
Day to you.
I've deciphered the meaning of the symbols.
Fantastic! How do you manage that?
Well, it was pretty confusing. But in the end, I managed to find the old thieves' hideout.
And what about Hogg?
He helped me find it. In his own way.
Great! He may be thick as a fence post, but his heart's in the right place.
All the symbols are on this parchment.
Let me see. I'll copy them. These will come in handy. Imagine the look on Sigismund's face when his rich...
Here they are. I'm glad I could help.
Tunnel markings. Great! And I saw this symbol for riches on the house right next door. You can go and check it out if you want.
Do you have any more work for me?
Not just now, but something's coming. I'll send for you when the time's right.
A jug of wine, thanks.
A regular for life. And beyond.
Sakura. It curdled a bit.
At your service.
I found out the meaning of the symbols.
I knew I could trust you. Let's hear it.
Here they are. You see these drawings? This means there's something valuable. Here's a fence who buys stolen goods. Here, an underground tunnel. And this means they'll let you sleep in the hay.
Thanks, Henry. No more walking around blind. This will make us rich. Farewell.
Looks better already.